Hello everyone, this is Crossway. Welcome to another tutorial on Unity 3D and Playmaker. Today we're gonna learn how to build a infinite runner, and this is not going to be a one video tutorial. I'll try to make it complete in one video, but I guess it won't be that easy. So this is a basic scene setup, and I would Okay, I will create a basic cube and set it to the origin and bring the camera a little bit forward, something like -5 or say -6, so that we can see the cube. And the cubes is what we will be building our game on. So I'll set the main camera's clear flags to solid color and give it a dark blue, I guess, so that it doesn't look that bad. And these cubes are going to be acting like our platforms, and as you can see, the side of the cube is visible. I would prefer making it an orthographic view because infinite platformers is the basic idea. You can either implement it in 3D or 2D way. It's just the difference in the camera. So I would recommend doing anything. Doesn't mind which projection of the camera you will be using. So this is going to be my first platform, and I'll name it platform. And you can see that if I hold V, and that's for basic snapping through the vertices, and go to the edge and press R for scaling, and you can scale the height. There's a difference, because if you just scale it like this, it's going to be scaled from the top and the bottom, so we don't want that. So this is what we do for that. And this is going to be our first platform. We will create a basic cube, I guess, the same thing, or capsule for the player. I guess a capsule would do good. Okay, so this is our player, and it will be having a widget body component attached to it. You can either create a game, an infinite platformer with using completely animations and stuff, or using physics and stuff. It doesn't matter how exactly you use it. Physics is just to replicate the natural, to make your game look more natural. So this is going to be using gravity, and its collision detection should be continuous as it will be moving fast. Okay, this won't be moving. There are two ways of implementing an infinite runner, and the first method is that the camera is fixed and all the all the things in the game will be running to the left, and the player will be in the same position. All you have to do is jump or duck. So that is one kind of doing a platformer. The second method is that the whole body goes to the right and the platforms are procedurally generated on either of the methods. So it's not that only two methods are there, but you can create any kind of platformer. So let's create a basic FSM which says get key down, and when we hit space that would send an event which would make the player jump. So jump is basically adding force on the positive y-axis, about 200 I guess. Let's test it, and it will go back once the widget body is back on the platform. So I'll tag this as surface 1 as I already have some tags that I've been working on. So you can add any tag, and you can add a collision event, and when the player collides with a surface 1, which will be only applied to platforms in this case, it would send an event which would go to the first state. Now would say finished, and let's just test it. I'll save it as runner, and I'll just hit play. So the thing is that when I press space, it should go to second state, and it won't come into the first state until I reach the ground. So that is completely working. Okay, so now that it's working, we can work on the platforms moving. So we can create a game object and drag it out and say platform position, and you can see that this is the negative x-axis in the self space. So the platforms will be moving to the negative x-axis. So I'll be spawning this. Okay, so you can see that the platform position is okay. It's here, and let's make it 16, rounded off 16.5, and I will spawn the platforms on that position. So, and maybe we can even add a widget body component to this. Defy gravity or use gravity. You can do either of that. You can actually make a plane, I guess, and this plane will have everything under it. So this is the basic platform of the platforms and everything else. So that if I spawn a longer platform or a shorter platform, it would land on it, and it doesn't just fall off. So I would just say platform has its x and z. Okay, x z position, which is this position locked, and rotation in all cases the same. So this one will be spawning. I'll take it a little bit up, and it will be spawning create object. And for this you will have to basically make the platform a prefab. Just drag it into your folder and it will be saved as a prefab, and go to platform position and select a platform in the owner's position, and that happens for every 2 seconds, I guess. Not 2 seconds, let's make it 3 so that it doesn't get complicated, and say finished, and then loop real time. And we should add a FSM that says translate -x by 20. I guess we should tweak this as well, and we will be applying it. Just take a little bit more platforms so that we don't get busted. So hit play and we'll try what exactly we can do. Okay, that is, where did it go? Okay, I understood it. The problem is that this was using gravity as well, and this should have a mass of 50, I guess, to hold everything that will be created and will be destroyed. So let's try now. Okay, that is working fine, but you can see that the platforms are being spawned. There is a problem with the speed of this thing. Let's make it -10, half of that. Let's hit play. And the problem also arises when, ouch, okay, this is, should be here or somewhere. Okay, play, so that it goes like this. Okay, you can see that our player's capsule is also in a awkward state. Go to capsule, and there we go, we have a big problem. We'll tag this player first of all. We'll call this player instead of capsule. We'll fix the z position, and every rotation and hit play. I hope it goes real slow, but it is not. Maybe -5, or even would that would be fast. This is just a demo where you I mean you experiment things. Okay, the thing is that I forgot to basically apply the speed before I made it 10. Apply makes it probably saved to the state. And yeah, now it's working fine, but we need more platforms. And the platform's position spawner should be spawned for 2 seconds. Bring in another platform right here. And hit play. Okay, that's sad. That's so sad. Ouch. Okay, that was close. Let's not lose it. I mean, it's a game of just jumping off. Ouch, that hurts. Okay, three seconds. 2 seconds is not enough as well. So let's just make it 1. And you can change the platform's height as well as the platform. Okay, this one got real bad. Okay, that went well, although it was a stunt. Okay, we have platforms coming, and that's good. And we need another thing right here. You need to store the object in a variable. Let's say created platform. Oh shit. Okay, created platform, and created platform will have a random scale on the y, which ranges from, let's just duplicate this for experimenting, and let's bring it here, and this is 4.89 right now. So 1.5 would do good. So let's just delete this. You need to find out what exactly would be the range of the scale when you compare two different platforms, whether you can jump or not. So that depends upon the player's jumping ability right here, which we can set it to 500 as well. And you can see that this is 3.9 and this is 4.89. So let's test this for two different heights. One would be lower and one would be higher. The lower one would be around 3 to 3.3 to the value of this, which would be the base, and 6 from the value of this. So 3 and 6 would be our upper and lower limits. So we'll go back to platform position and created an object. We saved that object in a platform. We'll say set scale of the specified game object, which will be our created platform, and the scale will be on the y-axis, which I will be storing it in a variable, and this variable I'll call it random number every frame, and this random number will be ranging from this. Okay, let's say 3 to 6. Let's say 3 to 6. And clamp float, which would set to maximum and minimum values, which would be 3 and 6 in this case. Every frame float clamp, and set random. Okay, random float. Okay, that would be 3 to 6. Let's try it now, and if we succeed, it should basically spawn lower and higher platforms, which it is spawning. I shouldn't. That's so sad. It landed right in middle. So you can see that there is a randomness of platforms being spawned. And now what we got to do is just duplicate this. We'll call this base. Duplicate this. And make sure that this block is away from the camera and is not in range of the camera. So this is basically saying trigger death, and this would say trigger enter, or say trigger event, and this would have a trigger as a collider, and that would be surface. Okay, we need to set a separate tag for platforms. Okay, it's surface 1, and send an event which would finish it. So kill and store the collider as a platform. That way it identifies what exactly is the game object to be destroyed. Destroy object, which is a platform, and the next frame event, it would go back to the first and check for more platforms. And now we must observe that every platform that goes past us will be deleted. So that is working successfully, but the thing is that it is too big. As you can see, it should be around this much. So let's hit play again. Okay, we have you can see that every platform that goes is being deleted, and that reduces the lag inside the game as you destroy the platforms. And you can see this randomly generated heights for each platform that is being spawned. That is a basic thing to do. So that makes an infinite platformer. The main thing you see, the main drawback of this, which you see is, ouch, is that the player can't jump after he. Okay, let's make this a stack going 300, and let's try it again. I hope it works now. Oh yeah, but ouch. There we go. It goes fine until okay. There is a solution for this. You can actually make a trigger that says when the first platform enters this zone, the player would be dropped and it would be completely random. So that's not an issue. I'll just make it in a second. Just delete all the platforms and set is kinematic to on, and the platform just duplicate this and bring it here. And say when the surface one will enter, set is kinematic. Yeah, is kinematic. The game object would be our player is not kinematic. Okay, that would do good. And this will not have any measurement to it. So the player would hang in the air until the first platform enters. So you can see that. There we go. Ouch. Ouch. Okay, everything else is fine, but you must decide the basic speed and all. You can tweak that and make a wonderful game out of that. So that is the basics of an infinite runner. So see you in the next tutorial. This is Crosspy signing out. Thanks for requesting this video, and I hope this helped. and like and subscribe for more tutorials on Unity 3D and Playmaker. See you in the next video.